All right, good morning. We have our team from Assiut University here. Yeah. And today we're going to be doing a trivia game for ICPC World Finals past problems. We have 16 categories of problems here. We'll start with flows and matching, geometry, DP, divide and conquer, trees, data structures, math, graph theory, combinatorics, implementation, game theory, which we haven't had yet, strings, greedy, interactive, and brute force, and constructive. And what we need you to do is find what 3 categories are the hardest problems in World Finals measured by solve rate. So in particular, what we're doing is, of all of the teams that have competed in a World Finals, for every problem of, let's say, dynamic programming, where it's a dynamic programming problem, we're interested in how many teams solved it over the number of teams that have seen it.
Can you repeat again? Sorry.
So if you have one DP problem and 0 teams solved it, that have a 0% solve rate. And if you have a second DP problem that has a 100% solve rate, then DP would be 50% difficulty.
Okay.
So we're interested in what 3 categories are the hardest. What are the 3 hardest problems?
Just a guessing or?
Well, educated guesses, ideally. You can use your understanding of the topics. What topics seem the hardest to you?
Actually, I think it depends to the region. For example, in Egypt, some regions, no problem.
Well, we gotta hear it.
Yeah, in Egypt, there's a lot of university is not familiar with, for example, geometry.
Yeah.
So sometimes if there is let's say a tricky problem, geometry problem, or a little bit hard, even it is not that even hard, but yeah, many teams couldn't solve it. But yeah, that's why.
If you had to say on average, what do you think the average team would be worst at?
From how many numbers?
Of the teams that qualify for World Finals.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll say again, I think it depends to the region itself. Yeah, so for my region.
Across all regions.
Yeah, but.
So, like, of all of the teams that come to World Finals, there's going to be some category that's least solved, right?
Yeah, I think, but yeah. Actually, 25 for the geometry.
25% of contestants.
So to be clear, what we mean by geometry is, of all of the geometry problems, what percent of teams solve the first problem, and what percent of teams solve the second problem, what percent of teams solve the third problem, and so on. Okay,
you said for each topic we have, let's say, 3 problems, and the
which of those topics would have the fewest of them solved if there were the same number of problems in each topic?
Okay, first, let's say we will analyze for each category or each problem. We will have, let's say, we will say that we have 3 problems, and with 3 different, let's say, easy, medium, and hard. And we need to say for easy there will be X percentage, and for medium will be X, and so on.
So what I want you to do is just, of the World Finals problems that have been dynamic programming problems. Let's do dynamic programming, for example. So of DP problems, if you pick a random DP problem in a random team, there's a 37% chance that team solves that problem.
Yep.
For every category, of all the categories, which percentage would be lowest? So it's 37% for DP. Is geometry going to be a bigger percent or a smaller percent?
Small.
Okay. So what do you think will be the smallest percent of all of these categories?
Geometry.
Geometry. Okay.
I say
Strings.
Yeah. Okay. I think combinators will be a little bit. Yeah. A lot of combinators, yeah. Flows and match. That's algorithms. So if I know the algorithm, I'll solve it. But combinators have a lot of knowledge. So I think combinator. Yeah, this is
constructive.
I think combinator.
Combinatorics.
Yeah, combinator.
Yeah. All right, so I think you got one of them right. Let's see. Geometry is indeed the second hardest category.
Second one?
Second hardest.
Okay.
Turns out strings are actually the second easiest.
Yeah.
Strings are one of the easiest. Combinatorics, pretty much in the middle, about fourth hardest or fifth hardest. So pretty much in the middle. So let me give you a hint. Because we're taking the average, there's one category that's really, really swayed because it has a very small denominator.
Can you repeat the word sway?
Yeah, it's there's one category that has a very, very few number of data points.
Let me go again. Dynamic, constructive, brute force.
And that makes it very hard.
Grady, math?
Games?
No, I think Chinese have a lot of knowledge for math, so it will be no.
Let me help you guys. It's interactive. Interactive is statistically the hardest one because there's only been one interactive World Finals problem ever, and it was only solved by one team.
Oh.
So all of the other categories have like many problems, but interactive, it was first became legal in Porto, Portugal.
You said only one problem?
There's only so it was they allowed interactive problems in 2019, but they didn't have any in 2019. And then since then, they've only had one interactive problem.
I think it's not fair. It's only one problem.
Yeah, it's true. It's not fair. Yeah. It's a byproduct of the measuring system. All right, we'll give you a different question here. Let's see. Okay. What region do you think has the longest team names on average, or university names?
To guess that, I think it will be an Arabic name or Arabic region, not so think in Arabic.
So Africa and Arabia?
Yeah.
Pretty close. They have a 36 average character length school name, but Asia West is actually longer with 40 on average, 4 characters longer.
Or Asia, but still Arabic.
Asia
Arabic
West.
University
Asia
or
West. Sorry.
What's the university or the country?
Well, we have the university with the longest is 83 characters. They are, oh boy, this is going to be hard to say. Dhirubhai Ambani Institute of Information and Communication Technology, Gandhinagar, Asia West.
Congo?
83. There you go. Quite the name.
Wow.
So, yeah. Longest team name of the teams competing at World Finals. Shortest is Europe, North America, and Asia Pacific, all with 26 average character university lengths. All right, we'll do one more question for you guys here. Going through the note cards. This one would be too tricky of a question. So, as you know, there are 2 ICPC World Finals happening this year. There's the 46th and the 47th happening simultaneously. Different problem sets, but happening at the same time.
Actually, we don't know that.
Oh, it's available. Otherwise, you could compare the winners between the two, and you don't want that. So here's the question: which championship has a higher average number of guests per team? Number of guests, so non-competitors.
Actually, I didn't get
the 46th or the 47th?
No. Again.
Which of the 2 championships has a higher average number of guests per team?
What's the meaning? Number of guests?
Guests, so like coaches or like
coaches and
supporters,
co-coaches and so on.
Co-coaches, yeah.
اعتقد 47
اشمعنى؟
عشان الناس اللي في 46 ما تأهلتش ممكن تكون واحد في 47 معاه فترة ولا العكس.
50-50. Got it. Let's take an answer here.
I think so, yeah, 50-50.
46, 47.
47.
47. All right. Question 2. Which championship has a higher average code forces rating? 46 or 47?
46? I think 46.
46.
And why do you think that?
Why do you think that? There's a lot of people that didn't...
Yes.
Yeah.
Distracting? All right, go ahead. Just talk to me then.
Okay, no problem. I'll say a lot of teams, if they qualified in the 46,
Yeah.
they couldn't compete in the 47. So that's why.
So you're thinking if there's a really good team who could have qualified for both, they'd be in 46.
That's why I'm saying that.
It's a good theory. I like it. What about average Code Forces rating of the coaches?
Yeah, I think all this will be better.
150.
No, I think you need an answer 46 or 47.
Yeah, yeah.
لو انت مش فاهم السؤال انهي ايه هو الكوتشز فيهم ريتنج اعلى. Yeah, it's in Arabic.
Yeah.
انا معاك.
فكنت بقول كل ما اكبر فيعني كده في كوتشز كتير اتخرجت فكوتشز كتير yeah 47.
47. All right. And then are there more registered coaches who are aged 46 or aged 47? The age of the coaches.
The average age?
Yeah, so are there more 46-year-old coaches or 47-year-old coaches?
You mean which
Unrelated.
coaches will be oldest and 46 or?
No. Are there of all of the coaches in both the 46 championship and 47 championship, are there more coaches who are 46 years old or 47 years old?
Why 46 and 47 years old?
46. All right.
I didn't get it out, but yeah, okay, no problem.
You guys you said 47 for the first one. You got that right. 46 for average highest Code Forces rating of the contestants. Got that right. Code Forces rating coaches, indeed, 47. You got that one right. And more registered coaches, 46, 47. You got 46, so you got it right. That's 100% correctness rate.
Wow.
Congratulations. Well done. For more or less 50-50 guesses on these, so well done you guys.
Yeah, okay.
All right, thank you for coming to the interview here. Hope you have a wonderful contest and good luck.
Thanks. Thanks very much. Okay, bye. Take the mic. Yeah, thanks.
So we're back in Luxor in the team registration area in the hotel, and here with me is team. What team are you from?
Russia. Organ team.
Organ team. Okay. What university do you represent?
St. Petersburg State University.
So you've flown here from Russia, right?
From St. Petersburg, yes.
And how long was your trip?
Very long.
There was a train and two flights, so it's about 20 hours, I guess.
In total? I think so, yeah.
Do you feel jet lagged maybe or something?
Everything's perfect.
Everything is perfect, sure. And how's the hotel? How is Luxor for you going so far?
We're very happy when we arrive at Luxor. So it's very beautiful nature there. So we're fine.
Okay. What are your plans for the finals? Are you in the 46th or 47th final?
We are going to win 47 finals.
That's what I'd like to hear. So how long did you prepare for? Did you study for? Did you exercise, train for?
Approximately 2 years.
So when did it start approximately?
From summer of 2022.
And how did you train?
We wrote some contests, 1 or 2 by week. So we went to the Petrozavodsk training camp. We organized camp by self in my flat. So it's our trainings.
Well, actually, if we're talking about summer 2022, then at that moment we were preparing for semifinals, because actually the semifinals were in December 2022, yeah. And after that, we started preparing for world finals, but we weren't sure at which moment it will happen, and now we are here.
So did you qualify for already the next world finals?
I'm too old.
He's too old, he finished university, he's dropped university, so...
So that might be your last chance to participate in world finals.
Our last dance.
It is, yes.
So actually, I have a game for you. I'm going to give each of the contestants 2 magnets here. So take these, and these. And so the game is as follows. I will 2 magnets for each contestant.
One magnet.
Or you can give it to somebody else. I'll say a couple of questions, and you have to guess or maybe say or decide, is it about the 46th or 47th final? So, for example, 46 or 47, which championship has a higher average number of guests per team? So 46, 2 of you guessed 46 and 1 47. The average answer is 47. 46 has an average of 0.91 guests per team, and 47 has a 1.11.
How should we have guessed? How should we have guessed?
I don't know. By intuition? But yeah, the questions are just like that. The second question is, which championship has a higher average code forces rating of contestants? So all of you guessed 46, which is correct. 46 has an average of 2,212, and 47 has 2,119. So it's not a big difference, but you all guessed. Next question is, which championship has a higher average code force rating of coaches?
Coaches. Okay.
So 2 of you decided 47 and 1 of you decided 46. The correct answer is 47. 46 has an average rating of 2,159, and 47 has 2,194. So it's not a big difference, but it's still a difference. And the last question is, are there more registered coaches who are age 46 or 47? So the correct answer is 46 with 9 coaches and 47 with 6 coaches. So what do you think about having 2 finals at the same time? What are your thoughts or opinions on this, maybe?
Well, it's great that there are a lot of participants, so twice more communication, once more maybe some good conversations.
Do you plan to talk a lot to the other teams, or maybe there's some specific team that you'd like to meet?
Andrei Stankiewicz.
Just Andrei Stankiewicz.
Yes.
Only Andrei Stankiewicz.
Why so? If you mind sharing with us?
Well, I think he's just legend, so it's obvious that I want to meet him.
Okay.
Just a fan of Andrei Stankiewicz. Absolutely.
Okay, so any last words to your viewers, to your fans, to other contestants maybe?
Subscribe to Ort's channel.
Поддерживайте 74 трактор.
Thank you very much for participating in our interview. We hope you will have a great final, and we wish you the best luck.
Thank you.
Do you know what are those?
Yeah, those seem to be the regions in which we separate the contestants.
Correct. And you represent Latin America.
Yep, that's exactly
So
right.
nice.
Yep.
One of the larger regions. I've recently just been to Latin America Championship. I think that was very exciting. So I'm gonna ask you a number of hopefully fun questions.
Okay.
And we'll try to make a fun content out of this. So
Sure.
for my first question, you'll need this whiteboard.
Thank you.
So can you please, as fast as possible, name one university from each region and write their names on the board?
Well, I'm not sure if I can, but I guess I can try.
Let's try doing this.
So I should write it like
Yes,
next to.
just one from each region next to
Okay.
this region.
Should I start? Should I
Yes,
start?
please.
Okay. Initials
Okay.
are fine, I guess.
This is also a very short one. You can comment
Yeah.
if you want to.
Sure. This is us. This is MIT. I guess I don't know. Like Tokyo. I guess it should be Asia East, Asia Pacific. Maybe I think I'm not sure. Some university like Dhaka, perhaps,
Okay.
is in this region. I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
I'll review this
Why have you written specifically Dhaka?
because I went to Dhaka last year.
Nice, nice. Our wonderful host from last year.
Yeah, Africa and Arabia. Oh, there are so many universities, and when asked, this is so much harder. I don't know, Europe, like let's just say Oxford, for
Okay.
some reason.
Very
is what
respectable
comes to mind.
choice.
Yeah. Asia West. Oof. Some university from like I don't know, so many countries.
What's
in
Asia West?
Asia West, I assume, is like well, I would imagine like Kazakhstan all the way down to probably the Middle East. So like, oh, but that would be Arabia. So like, I don't know, a university, some country.
It's
why
fine
is-
to skip. You don't have
Okay.
to fill everything.
Okay, why is this so hard though? Northern Eurasia. Let's think about that one. So I would imagine like every Russian should be there. So ITMO.
Why specifically ITMO?
I don't know. I just like the legendary university tourist. I think is from
Okay.
ITMO. So yeah. Asia West. I'll skip it for a second. And Africa and Arabia. I don't know, but like any like university. I have no idea. Let's say that there is a University of. There is a University of Cairo, I think.
Okay. I'll give you a hint.
Yeah.
China is part of Asia West.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that makes me think that Dhaka is probably not Asia Pacific, but maybe it is. Okay, so I think the Peking universities. And let me just for 1 second think if I can think of anything else from Asia Pacific.
You're actually almost correct. You just switched this to universities places. So University of Tokyo is actually part of Asia Pacific.
Wow.
And Dhaka participates in Asia East.
Okay, let's do this. And let's
Nice, nice easy swap. Good job.
Thank you. Oh my God, that was.
No, you
Harder than I
did
expected.
great. And also a lot of favorites, as in universities that a lot of people know that they're from this specific region.
Yeah.
You listed, so this is actually very fun. Next fun exercise. So you have list of regions, right? Can you sort the list of regions by the number of schools that advance to both 46 and 47? As a small hint, you will need to name one university that is clearly in the first place. One region. Of course.
Region, yeah,
Yes,
okay.
yes. One region that is clearly in the second place, and then two regions that share the next positions. And you can move these magnets around now.
Okay, I'm not sure I understand what these ones and twos are.
So you need to sort
yeah.
regions by the number of schools that advance to both World Finals, 46 and 47.
Yeah.
And we have one clear leader, one clear second place,
Okay.
and other places are shared. So we have two regions with the same number, two regions with the same number of schools, and two regions
Okay.
with the same number of schools.
Okay, all right. Okay, I have to think about how many.
You can move this around.
Okay, I have to think about how many how many spots each region gets.
Roughly equal number.
Oh, roughly equal numbers.
Yes.
So
You're trying to identify which universities advance to both World Finals.
oh, okay. So like if one university advances to both, that counts as
That's a
as a
point,
as
yes.
a plus one. Okay, I understand. I thought it was like the sum of the
Mm-hmm.
combined. Okay, so
Try
I know my
guessing.
university is qualified for both.
Cool.
And then I don't know. I have to imagine. I have to think about which universities are more like consistent. I suppose.
Exactly.
Where there are the most top universities that always go. So, actually, I would think that Latin America is probably kind of in a relatively high position because I think there are some universities that tend to do very well. And then after that, I don't know much, but let me think about it. I suppose
It's okay, you can guess.
Yeah,
And I
okay,
will
I'm
tell
just
you
gonna-
line by line who's up
Perfect. Okay, so I think Europe and North America have very competitive universities, so I wouldn't expect them to be like very consistently getting to both finals. And then, yeah, I don't know. I would guess that something like Asia Pacific, African Arabian, Latin America are
here.
around the top.
Who will be
Yeah.
the first?
First,
Let's try to guess.
one first. Let's go with Africa and Arabia for fun because I have no idea, honestly.
Let's try a guessing game.
Okay.
First position is not Africa and Arabia,
Okay.
but it is Asia Pacific.
Okay, great.
They're in a clear first place with 15 universities
Wow.
that advanced to both world finals.
Okay, nice.
Try
Very
guessing
nice.
the second place.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's Latin America just for fun, but I have no idea.
Home region, surprisingly,
Yeah.
not. Second place is Northern Eurasia
Okay.
with 10 teams.
Okay, I guess that
we
makes
will
sense
have
because there are a lot of top.
smaller number
Yeah.
after that. And now you can choose two regions
Two regions. Okay.
that share third and fourth place.
Okay.
Just a hint, they each have 9 universities
Nine
that advance to both.
universities. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go with. Okay, I'm gonna try the ones that failed. So again, Latin America and Africa and Arabia. At least one of them right?
At least one of them is right.
Okay.
Africa and Arabia indeed has 9
Okay.
universities
Great.
that advance to both, and the other one is Europe.
Oh, nice, interesting.
So this will be the next position.
Okay, great.
And then another 2, final 2.
Final 2. Okay. I'm reviewing my thought that Latin America has a lot of universities that go consistently. Maybe we are not even close. Yeah.
It's a little bit random, which is exactly why we chose this specific parameter.
Great. Okay. I'm just gonna go with Asia East, and I don't know. I'm gonna try one more time with Latin America, I guess. Why not? Okay.
And again, you have one correct.
One right, and it's probably Asia East,
is
yeah.
absolutely correct.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna
North
guess-
America,
Yeah, North America.
has 8 universities each. So it
Okay.
is indeed very close.
Yeah.
And then we have 6 universities from Latin America and Asia West advancing to both world finals.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, good job.
Fantastic.
Do you want to continue with some random facts about things? Or we can play contest simulator. These are my 2 next exercises that we can do.
Yeah, sure. Whichever you want.
Okay,
I'm fine.
let's go with contest simulator. I think that's
Okay, sure.
one of the more exciting ones.
Great.
To do a contest simulator, you'll need to introduce me to your teammates.
Okay.
If they're somewhere here, we can invite them to join us.
Well, only one of them is here. The other one arrives tomorrow.
Okay, so let's play for them then.
Okay.
Please write their names up in here and introduce your teammates.
Okay. Should I write my name too?
Sure, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I went with alphabetical order, so no one is mad.
Good. And now we're playing contest simulator.
Okay.
I will pull 12 cards from this box.
Yeah.
Each card represents a specific topic for a competitive programming problem.
Okay.
And you need to assign this topic and this problem
Okay.
to one of your teammates. But you're not allowed to assign more than 4 problems per teammate.
And you said there were 12?
Yes.
Okay, so for each is
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
And tell us a little bit if this is the topic that this person is very good at or not.
Yeah.
And we start with flows and matchings.
Okay. All right. So I think I've been reflecting recently about what I think I'm good at, and I think I'm better at knowing what things I'm bad at, and I think this is not one of the things I'm bad at. So I don't know. I think all 3 of us are quite into graph theory. I guess we have a pretty theoretical formation. So I think none of us would mind tackling this problem. But since I think there are things that my teammates are even better at, I'm going to go with myself with this
Okay,
one.
let's go.
Yeah.
And now math.
Okay, math. I think this is a pretty clear choice. Marcos is the one that is, I think, we throw the math problems at him when we have no idea what to do.
Nice.
So I think.
Tedious implementation.
Oh my God. Yeah. So.
You got this at the beginning of the contest. This is unfortunate.
Yeah, this is terrible. We are panicking at this moment. So I think Marcos hasn't been coding that much recently, so we're going to apply the strategy that he won't use a computer. So I think specifically if it's implementation heavy, we're not going with that one from Marcos. I think it could be Julian or me. Julian is good at a lot of things. Which is why I'm trying to save some things for him, but I'm also kind of terribly slow with some implementation things and prone to commit errors, so I'm going to give it to him anyway.
The contest is hard.
Yeah.
You're getting geometry problems.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, of course this is not a problem we would tackle in fourth position, I guess, but yeah, I think none of us like this very much, but I made the commitment to study a bit more geometry in the last few months in case we needed it. And so I guess I would be the one that has to tackle it.
Okay, geometry person.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
keep
but
it at this.
I don't consider myself
Interactive problems.
Okay, interactive.
There have not been too many interactive problems at the World Finals, but they might happen.
Yeah. I quite like interactive problems. I think I'm not terribly inclined to give this to anyone in particular, and when that happens, I think I give it to myself because there are so many things that I don't like.
Okay. So you've taken a lot of problems.
I've taken a lot of problems, which
so this
doesn't look so good.
may run out of it.
Yeah.
Brute force, something very straightforward.
Okay. Yeah, I think this could go to anyone again, but I guess I'll give this one to Marcos, but I have no particular reason to do this. I took too many problems.
String problems.
Okay. Strings. Strings is one of the topics that I like. I think Julian might be a bit stronger with a few, like if it's like pretty advanced string problem, I think I might give it to him. So yeah, let's go with him.
Yay! A little game theory for you.
Okay, this is my favorite, I think. If there is one thing that I think I like, or I like to do problems in this category, it's definitely game theory. So this is the one that I'm going to take. And yeah, I think...
It's somewhat hilarious that you're very greedy.
Yeah.
What about divide and conquer?
Okay, divide and conquer. I have no idea who to give this to, but I think it could go either way. I'm going to give it to Julian.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about dynamic programming?
Oh, Julian is definitely a dynamic programming specialist. I think both are very good, but he knows every trick to dynamic programming, so it goes to him. And so I guess, what did I leave Marcos with?
Combinatorics.
Oh, this is actually quite perfect. As I said, he's very good at math, so if there's a problem that we can solve in combinatorics, Marcos probably is the one that...
And a greedy problem.
Okay, I think this makes sense. Actually, this is pretty sensible. Given that I had to select greedily, I think this was a pretty acceptable result.
Yay! Good job. Do you think it was a successful contest for your team?
I think if we can like tackle the problems in this way, I think it should be all right. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you very much. Let's say bye to our camera. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.